Well, Nick, you know what? This would be a good time to tell you my Red Sox story. You want to hear it?
Yes.
Okay. So Friday night after the show, as I've told the audience, I started dating, if you want to call it that, a Russian stripper that looks like Pete Rose, and
Girl.
A girl. It's a girl, yeah. And I thought, yeah, and I thought that it was over. But I got what the young kids from Shane's generation call a booty call Friday night. She called me up, and she said, hey, I got off work early, and let's hang out. And I'm kind of scared of this woman, quite frankly. I don't know. She knows shady people.
Well, I was going to say, Russian strip. I mean, those are
Pete
there's strings attached to Russian.
No, exactly. And strip club, whatever. I met her at a strip club. I'm not going to say the name. But so I hadn't talked to her in a week, and I've been lying to her because she has no idea about our show. She knows I was on Howard Stern because I have to use that to get laid. I mean, what else am I going to use? But I didn't tell her about this show, so I'm confident she's not listening right now. And but I don't want her over my apartment anymore. But I was very horny, and she's got a very nice body. And I said, all right, I'll pick you up, and we'll go to a hotel. It'll be like romantic or something. And she says, okay. So I'm driving around trying to find a hotel in New York City that has a vacancy, and that's kind of hard. I go to the Four Seasons. I went to like the Ritz-Carlton. No room.
Not the nice hotels. Yeah, they're packed.
Yeah. So, but even like I went to the Trump Soho by us right over here. Nobody had a room. And she's like drunk, and she's asking me to put different stations on the radio that I didn't know, like KTZ, whatever. I don't know. Like, she wants to hear dance music. I'm like, we're in a car. What do you think? Who's going to dance? Just shut up and listen to Neil Young, you jerk.
Oh, my God.
So I go to the guy at the Four Seasons was a real great guy. He was an effeminate Asian guy. And he said, sir, I think that the New York Palace always has vacancies. I said, that it's a big hotel. I said, give me that. So he calls over for me. And sure enough, the New York Palace has a room. And so the hotel we were in is completely random, okay? The New York Palace is between 50th and 51st on Madison Avenue. So me and the Russian stripper who looks like Pete Rose, we go there. And we got a room. And, Nick, I'm telling you right now, we had sex for, I'm going to say, 4 seconds. I don't know. This woman has to be with me because she thinks I'm a multimillionaire. She thinks I'm in show business. She thinks I have Jerry Seinfeld money. And I might have told her that. So
Did you tell her you have a house down the shore? That would do it for me.
No, because I'm sort of afraid of her, whoever she's with. She can't really like me.
Who, Ivan? The guy in the...
Nick, I'm saying I think she's phony.
You think she's shallow, you mean?
So, Nick, I got on top of her, and I got on top of her.
She went,
I made this noise. And then you went... And then I rolled over, and I kind of fell asleep, and she was like... I woke up like a couple times to take a leak, because I still have type 2 diabetes, which is very sexy to the strippers.
You hear that, Dan? He's got diabetes.
And I said... She's like up dancing around smoking. She's talking on the phone. By the way, she took not on her cell phone. She's talking on the hotel phone, which is on my tab.
Yeah, that's cheap.
Every call's $42. You know,
she's calling St. Petersburg.
I don't know what she's calling. Yeah, she's calling the
not Florida, by the way.
She's calling the manager of Mons Venus in Tampa for when.
I want my job back.
So anyway, we hang out. We get room service. So I leave at about. I sleep till 11 a.m.
Yes, sir.
And she says, can you drive me home? And I'm like, that's fine. I'll take you to your apartment. So we go, it's me and the Russian stripper who looks like Pete Rose. And we go down into the New York Palace. This is Saturday afternoon now, Saturday morning at 10. And we go down in the lobby. And a guy with a Boston Red Sox hat comes up to me and says I forget the guy's name, and I don't know if he would even want me to mention it, but he had like a Red Sox shirt on with two little Red Sox and a Boston hat.
That's Sully from Braintree.
Comes up to me. He's the head of marketing, whatever, for the Red Sox. And he introduces himself as such. He goes, Artie, we're big fans of the show, you know. And I'm like, oh, hey, man, how you doing? What are you, a Red Sox fan? You know, you giving me crap? He goes, well, no, I'm the head of marketing of the really? And I'm not putting two and two together. And he goes, I just want to say, tell Nick that we're going to make the playoffs this year. I'm like, I'll tell him. And I'm just trying to get away from an annoying guy. And then he goes like this. He goes, who's this? Looking at the Russian stripper. And so now I'm basically with a hooker.
Pete Rose.
She's basically a hooker.
Oh, come on. Nobody knows that.
She's got a thick Russian accent.
And she's got a fur coat on in August.
So I said to the guy, I don't know. The guy knows who I am. I'm like, this is, and she's like drunk, like kind of like laughing.
Yeah.
And I go, we'll call her Vanya. This is, Vanya, my friend. She goes, hello. And she hugs the guy and starts kissing him. Okay, she starts kissing the guy.
She thought it was Johnny Pesci.
She was drunk. And I go, oh, I'm sorry. And the guy goes, whoa, my wife is over. The guy's wife comes over. She's also wearing a Red Sox thing. And goes, what's, not mad, but sort of understanding. Yeah. You're with Artie Lang, so clearly he's with a hooker who just tried to kiss you. So now I start looking around the lobby, and everybody has a Red Sox shirt on. And I'm like, this is a lot of Red Sox fans here. And he goes, oh, no, we're staying here. The Red Sox are staying. The Red Sox.
It wasn't even like a great hotel, you said.
It's a great hotel.
Oh, it is a great
it's
hotel.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
The Red Sox were staying at the hotel we happened to pick. Now, other executives are walking through. There's a huge bus outside with the Red Sox. The guy's waiting to take them to the game Saturday. And the guy goes, all the players are here and everything. Some of the guys would love to meet you. Now, I'm with a drunk hooker. And I don't want to meet any of the guys, so I leave. I said, well, let's just get out of here. So I go through, and the girl wants to stay because she heard that it's a professional baseball team.
There you go.
I think she wanted to meet some of the players.
And she's Pete Rose.
And she looks like Pete Rose. And she's a nightmare, Nick. So as a Yankee fan, I said, you know what? Do you want to stay? I said, yeah. I went up to the marketing guy and said, you have my permission to introduce her to every player on the Red Sox. I said, I want all of them to meet her. And he goes, oh, he's laughing. His wife's there. And he goes, oh, okay. So I left her there, and I haven't talked to her in a few days. I am hoping that John Lester is right now in the hell I'm in. or Ortiz is banging her and has trouble with her.
Next time you see her, she's going to have a chaw and Sox